You recently saw for the first time the Snoop and DMX Versuz. Can you tell me what you thought about it? What your
Pissed
thoughts
at
are?
all you motherfuckers. All of y'all, ain't not one of y'all ever told me about that out there. I just came across that Snoop and DMX Versuz on coincidence, on just surfing on YouTube. But only verses I knew about, and that's when I was in jail. Cause y'all gotta remember, nigga been laid up from that COVID in the hospital and all of that shit for over a year. And then prior to that, I was in jail. But was able to see, cause I remember watching the Jeezy and goddamn, Gucci verses. And I thought that was the best shit ever. All the other ones, I watched the one with Irv Gotti and or Little Kim and what was it, Fat Joe and Ja Rule. It was okay. But then I ran across that one with Snoop and DMX. 2 hours long. I watched every song, every verse to verse. Love it. I keep telling y'all. Snoop might give y'all boy Pac a run for his money on the verses. We might have to do that one day. We got to figure out how we can play music on YouTube without getting in trouble. But I'm telling y'all, much as shit as I talk about Snoop, and I talk shit about Snoop because I'm just trying to set the record straight. Not that I have a dislike for Snoop, other than he's trying to rewrite history. But that nigga as an entertainer, as his stage presence, y'all look at how Snoop's stage presence was, and he was in better shape, and we all know DMX obviously was going through some health issues or something at that time. Because I think he did go on to our maker a few months after that particular verses, or maybe a year or whatever. But man, this the way Snoop's presence was on that verses. The way he carried the stage and kept the crowd and kept you entertained. Impressive. And the songs, the music was impressive. So yeah, I'm mad none of y'all told me to ever go check that out. And yeah, just wanted to shout that out. I thought that was a great versus. I would love to see a Dre and Teddy Riley maybe versus, or just on songs that they produce. I think that'd be a good one. Dr. Dre, not just on their songs, on songs that they produced. Because those niggas got, especially Teddy Riley. Y'all wouldn't believe his catalog. But Teddy Riley and Dr. Dre versus, I think, would be good. Or maybe a switch beats for those on the East Coast that like, even though Teddy Riley is from Virginia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. We talk a lot about Snoop in a negative way. Not in a negative way. We just correct some of the stuff that he misleads people on sometimes. But let me ask this. Deep down, do you hope that he succeeds with Death Row?
Oh, definitely.
And the second part question is, if for whatever reason he were to reach out and say, I need you to help with this, would you do it?
Well, depending on what, but he would never do that, number one.
Yeah. But overall, do you hope that...
Yeah, I have an interest over there that I'm going to get done. I just got to get off my ass and get it done right. But y'all can listen to that person over there talking about I'm lying and I'm this. Trust me, Reggie got contracts on buyouts with all those motherfuckers under Big Simon Says. The company that he's misleading y'all on was created in 2016, 2017. Reggie did all this shit in 2001. So how can you be stealing something or lying about something that's somebody going to go fill out and do paperwork on in 2016, 2017 when you did it way back in 2001? I've been talking to y'all about it since 2013, 2014. Yeah. But it's another story. We'll deal with that. I ain't got no reason debating that with an idiot. So yeah, Snoop's success is a Reggie gonna be a Reggie payday. That's my retirement money sitting over there. Even if I do decide, someone's be like, "Oh, nigga, you ain't did that without Sugar." Okay, me and Sugar know what our deals are, what we got worked out. I called going off on his people after that, saying, "What the fuck?" I said, "Reggie, what are you talking about? That was that crooked ass attorney and him did that." Okay, whatever. I don't believe that, but that's what their story is. I'll let it ride. But they say, "But Reggie, if you can get it, get it. Make sure it happens." So yeah, his success is nothing but eventually a success for me. So
How do you feel with what he's done so far, as far as trying to soften the name of Death Row, and not in a negative way, but trying to make it more pop culture or more acceptable in today's kind of for the youth? And I see more people wearing Death Row shirts now, and
merchandising's great.
yeah,
Oh, he's doing a great job of merchandising. You don't make no money off of that much money off of t-shirts. You know that.
Yeah.
We done sold a lot of Death Row East t-shirts, but we ain't rich off of that.
right.
He got the name. He got us talking about Death Row again. Yeah. So he's doing a great job about as far as that being the front man. Getting the name out there. I'm sure that's all he promised them. A Dr. Dre and Snoop album, I like to see. I'll be honest. I had to bite my words a little bit about the 50-year-old rappers and stuff. Because I saw a song recently that I kind of liked. That was done by about 4 50-year-old motherfuckers. Too Short, Ice Cube, E40, and Snoop. Don't know the name of it. That's how much it held my attention. But I liked it. Yeah. When I said, I don't ever want to hear a song by no bunch of 50-year-old men. Those four are all over 50. And I like that song. I could see myself bumping that song. But the whole album, I don't see it. I still think it's a young man game. When you're trying to establish new artists. Those is already established, okay. I'm kind of wanting to see what Dre and Snoop can do. Based on their track record, I don't think the last hit that was done on Snoop was done by Pharrell. If I'm being honest. Yeah. Last two. Drop It Like It's Hot and Beautiful. But yeah.
Do you think he'll ever do anything with the old catalog, with his old music?
No, he gonna put it back up. He's gonna put it back up in some type of streaming.
But what about like the unreleased, like let's say Snoop and Tupac songs? You think he'll ever try to get it out?
Like they did with that song where you got Tupac jumping over the tennis court, net looking weird. They do little stuff like that. But think about it. Are y'all really feeling that? I know a few of y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's the best song ever." But when we talking about, because I can tell you some songs off of Chronic 2000 that I was a part of, that y'all think was the best song ever. Everybody has a favorite song because it appeals to you. But I'm talking about when you need a massive of people to approve it. Let's get to that massive. I bet you I can get 75% of y'all, the song I just mentioned, say that y'all like. By 40 Short and Snoop and Cube. And most of y'all gonna be like, "Oh, Reggie, you crazy. That song is booty." That's that. So, they could do stuff. I watched something with Puffy and his little new girlfriend, this little toy of the week, where they were bumping to an old Chronic beat, riding down in New York in a drop top. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's samples. But you don't make no money off that. Whoever owned that, then Dre didn't own that beat. There's another dude that I had to get licensed and when I did the Relative albums, because I used that beat. It's an old man from LA. Damn, I wish I had Big Y. Big Y know his name. He actually the one that actually owned that song. Okay. And that beat. But I had to give him $5,000 to use it for the relatives.
Mm.
So, you know, just because y'all hear a song and it's nice, but once you hear that sample in it, money's out the window. You don't make no money. You're just doing that for publicity. So,
Okay.
tell me songs without samples in it that y'all like on the old motherfuckers.